Of course, this year, not as many people as last year, but the energy, as you can hear, is just as strong.
Well, getting kids back in school come September, they're going to do everything they can to make sure they have kids there safely and try to get the maximum number of students. More time at home might mean a little more mess.
Well, it's kind of one of those days where you step outside and immediately you want to go back inside.
You know, infamous little outfit at the Lakers game back in December.
It actually looks like something out of a movie. Really hard to believe.
Initial shipments of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine officially rolled out this morning.
If you are going to be driving or taking the bus this week, just plan for heavy delays, lots of traffic, and probably some headaches too.
Someone just came and shot him.
He did know this person?
Not what I've heard. No.
And his family telling me they don't know who Nieves is or what his motive might have been.
The application deadline has been extended to July 29th, 2021.
And the wall of snow shovels here pretty much intact.
Here in the United States, as their temporary legal status hangs in limbo after being terminated by the Trump administration.
You actually look behind me, you can still see a jacket on the ground.
All right, Joanna, thank you. A Bronx man accused of beating up his girlfriend while working in Orange County. Hey, everyone, well, a piece of pop culture history is now up for sale. Kiana, it's freezing outside, but at least we get to wear some cute little hats and gloves. And
Hey, Mike, so I am bundled up. It's pretty brutal out here is the best way I can describe it.
News 12's Andrew Enger shows us the robot that can help you tidy up with just the push of a button in the download.
So it's Christmas Eve here, and of course, that means family, parties, food, and very long lines here on Arthur Avenue.
But like, why do you have that kind of a steak in your home,
But also,
Aisha?
why did Monty eat it? Is that the name of the steak?
I mean, that's the least of my questions about this story.
Making sure they're following all the protocols, they're getting the streets clean. You can see the barricades already set up here. But the thing that seems to be keeping this business afloat this winter season is the sale of these dust masks, which, as you can see, already sold out.
As the start of the academic school year for students has been pushed back from September 10th.
You can just tell them to download the Red Cross Emergency app. It's going to give them emergency relief resources, warnings, and updates. Well, the City Parks Department is standing by their decision to shut the parking lot down early.
But first, here's meteorologist Hope Osewka with your hyper-local forecast, looking like a ray of sunshine today on this rainy kind of Friday.
So here's a demonstration. This is 3 cups of sugar in this plastic bag.
Our area hasn't seen any snow this month, but that's definitely not the case for all New Yorkers.
I would not give that to a kid. They'll probably get like ketchup on it.
$65,000 for a jacket? All right.
But did you see Kylie Jenner and her kid's doll?
I know. She's
Excuse me. Let me rephrase.
Yeah, house.
It is a house. It looks like
southbound side moving along slowly, but yeah, nothing we can really do about that. It's just our typical delays. Mike, you like candy canes?
Hate them. Hate them. I don't know why.
How did I know? I felt like you would just say that.
And while we wait, a little selfie action. What's the order today?
Fresh mozzarella, peppers,
Mozzarella, peppers.
pretty much it.
People coming from all over to bring a taste of the BS home. Where are you from?
Danbury, Connecticut.
Danbury. Okay, so I've got a Jersey, I got Long Island, Connecticut. What's the deal? Why here?
Cheese is the best.
The coronavirus relief deal could come before the end of the day. Yesterday, lawmakers tussled over some language in the bill that...
What time did you get here?
5.
5.
Since 4 a.m.
4:30. 5 a.m.
From Casa della Mozzarella to the retail market, everyone prepping for the big holiday meal.
It's really a great time. So we do have, some delays probably on the Bronx River Parkway.
Yeah, so as you heard, not everyone totally sold on this idea yet.
Out a story we've been following closely since last month.
Yeah, just really scary stuff. And again, that man, 48-year-old Sonny Holloway, has been arrested.
And who can recognize their fingerprints? Like, oh, that's my thumb right there.
I mean, listen, when you have money, you can do a whole lot.
That's true.
I mean,
I'm not messing up my Porsche.
Fingerprints.
If I have one.
Yeah, well, it's definitely not how you expect to spend your Christmas morning. Cops telling us this violent scene all went down right here behind me on East 165th Street. Majora Carter's list of impressive accolades and honors, including a Peabody Award and MacArthur Grant, could easily be what defines her. But talking with the Boogie Down Grind owner, it seems like her proudest title is Bronxite.
I grew up during the era of the burning Bronx. Literally, it was burning around me.
The entrepreneur and real estate developer says throughout her life, she was led to believe that being successful meant getting away from the place she called home.
It's almost as if the talent that's born and raised here is expected to leave, to go enrich somebody else's neighborhood.
But she challenged that notion and decided to reinvest in her community. Her latest venture, the Boogie Down Grind, opened last year.
You get 2 stamps on your card.
A wildly different scene than what she says existed here during her childhood.
This space was literally a crack house.
Today, it's a place where free books line the walls and where open mic nights and workshops are the norm.
So there you go. Thank you.
The cafe opened on Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, a way, Carter says, to pay homage to his teachings on economic empowerment.
At this point, I think most of us would understand that there is no, knight in shining armor coming. And if we can create the tools for our own economic empowerment, we should be doing that.
Carter says the cafe will be hosting art openings over the next few months, in addition to a new Pay It Forward project, as she works to continue creating spaces for the community, by the community. In Hunts Point, Christine Russo, News 12.
Yeah, I hear that.
Here you're looking about, money-wise, these are $19 a bag. Okay, a loss of maybe about $2,000 they're worth.
That's $2,000 worth of salt, basically just collecting dust here at this East Tremont Avenue hardware store.
And this year it's been very, very bad.
With practically no snow this season, stores like this one are taking a hit.
And the wall of snow shovels here pretty much intact. But the thing that seems to be keeping this business afloat this winter season is the sale of these dust masks, which, as you can see, already sold out. Store manager Jose Barbosa says the coronavirus is driving people to stock up on these masks.
Thank you.
Right now, all that's left are these few empty boxes.
Yesterday all day, mask. People are getting freaked out.
He's got a list of orders behind the register, just waiting to be filled.
One person wants 5 boxes. Okay, another person wants another 5 more.
The problem right now, though, he says, is the manufacturers are also back ordered.
There's only a few, there's a small quantity.
Just down the block at the paint store, a similar story.
I got wiped out with what I had in stock, and then I could not restock.
Back at Jose's, some customers say the trend is definitely picking up in the city.
I'm actually a transit bus operator, and I noticed that a lot of bus operators are wearing masks as they're driving.
Jose says the sales can't totally supplement the loss they've had this season, but they'll keep restocking on those masks as long as there's a need. On East Tremont Avenue, Christine Russo, News 12, The Bronx.
Okay, that's what they're literally looking for. But
it's so strange to see that,
It's a feeling rapper White Gold is still getting used to.
It was just weird, just hearing me and Eminem on a record together.
A song he helped write, produce, and actually performed in. Debuted on Eminem's latest album in January.
Heard this, and he was like, I want it. Immediately, he was like, I want it.
The 34-year-old, whose real name is Bobby Yewa, worked on the track You Gon' Learn with rapper Royce da 5'9" last year and says it was his voice that got Eminem's attention.
He doesn't really tend to do a lot of collaborations, so when he does a collaboration, it's like a big deal.
The Bronx native has been producing for other big names over the past 10 years, but now it's his turn to take the mic.
I just want to tell stories that people identify with.
Something he says he tried to do with his verse on the Royce song, Black Savages.
Flipping the word savage from negative to a positive.
The rapper is going on his first tour with Royce this May and says later this month he's dropping new music.
Christopia, just know that white gold is all real.
In the Throg's Neck section of the Bronx, Christine Russo, News 12.
see it already coming back, and they just cleaned it yesterday. Like, it's still black some places, and it's coming back.
Black mold inundating the surfaces of Cheyenne Farris's Allerton NYCHA apartment.
Here, I'm not gonna touch the mold part.
The air heavy with moisture and the smell abrasive. She says it's an issue she's been battling for a year.
It's really overwhelming.
The mother of 3 saying every time she puts in a ticket with New York City Housing, maintenance workers come and make temporary repairs, but they tell her it's the leaky roof that needs to be replaced.
But be careful, you see how the floor is wet in here? And it smells really bad.
The family has stopped using the 2 affected bedrooms due to the leaks. Instead, all 3 of her children are camping out, sleeping in the living room. But now those mattresses are getting moldy as well.
It's hard for me, but I'm more concerned for my kids.
She says she first noticed the mold in her bedroom last summer when she was pregnant with her youngest child.
It's embarrassing and it's just stressful.
And today she's taking her kids to the doctor for a checkup because she says lately they've been coughing and she fears the apartment is making them sick. In Allerton, Christine Russo, News 12, The Bronx.